Nice view, though. Magnificent.
It is a nice view. You know what also is a nice view? When you're in the club and this huge fat guy...
I know exactly the one you're talking about.
This huge fat guy comes to the club, gives you and your best friend both the biggest smirk, and then starts backing it up on you. That was so funny. Welcome back, everybody, to Salty Bean Humongous. And we went clubbing first week of school.
For 9/11.
Your boys are back in town.
Let's go. Back at campus.
We're scholarly men after 2 years, which was most of Salvy, Quinn.
Except now we got a long weekend because the Queen.
Yeah, the Queen.
The Queen croaked.
The Queen died.
Let's get it.
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest to a real one. She would have loved Salvy and Quinn. Xenoblade
episode 27.
Yeah.
She was the fifth like on each Salvy and Quinn video.
Yeah, views have been down ever since her passing.
But yeah, we went out clubbing with our boys Ryan and BK and Mithra and
Zeke and
Tora was there.
Pon
Papyrus, whatever her name is.
From Sans?
From Sans. Anyway, me and Quinn were in the club, and there was this fat guy that just like pulled up, and we both turned around, smirked at each other, and then he was like dancing next to us, and he was so big that he started
was
like
so like hyped too. Like he had the biggest grin on his face too. He really was like, "Hey, these are gonna be my boys for the night." And we looked at each other, and we're like, "No."
And he started like backing it up on us, and we were getting like pushed around, just bodied.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think he saw that we were just kind of like closed him out a little bit, and then he was like trying to get past us, and he was like couldn't fit through, so he was just like bumping me like into the middle of the circle, like on top of all the girls. I was like, okay, dude, like chill, just take a different route or something.
a different route. He only had one route. He had one exit.
He had one. Well, he's going to the back of the room though, and then he tried. I know he tried to do the exact same thing with a few other guys. He was like, gave them like the big smile, like, "Hey, let's party," and nobody really wanted to, and I felt kind of bad. But
yeah, I feel bad too.
He just gave up after a bit, and then bumped past us on the way out.
If it literally hadn't been like our last couple songs, we would have been like, "Hey, Ryan, check this guy out." And he would have been like, "Yo!" And
Ryan would have been with him all night.
We would have partied with him all night. But it was just like, it was right at the end. It was like 1:30. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we also saw, and viewers, you're not gonna believe this. I shouldn't even tell you, because you're just gonna be like, that's
fake news. Like,
fake
they're
news.
making up stories.
We saw double dime in the club. We got in, we had been dancing for like a couple songs, and then Quinn, you were just like, hey, like yelling at me, and I had no idea what you were saying.
I was like trying to point to the guy and like point to my shirt, like that the text was on his shirt for dime.
And I didn't know what you were saying, and then you started pointing to the text on your shirt, and I was like, dime! So, and I couldn't see it though, and I remember I was like drunk, and I'm like, I need to see.
I
the dime.
gotta find this dime. It's in here somewhere.
I was looking. Some guys look around for girls.
Yeah.
To woo. I was looking around for dime to dap up. Like, and then finally I saw him, and it was this one guy wearing a white shirt with the smallest dime.
Like
in the set.
just the regular.
It was like
dime,
regular, but the dime was
text.
so tiny. Maybe I'm just used to how I Photoshop it onto our shirts.
Like the massive
dime. And then there's this other guy who we actually knew. He went to like school, like in like elementary school, right?
Yeah.
And he was wearing a black shirt with dime on it, but the font was Shrek.
And it had like the Shrek ears and stuff.
The Shrek ear on the D. on the D. And
I didn't even see that one, and they were literally side by side, and I only saw the white dime. I was like, Salvy dime! I was so hyped.
Yeah.
And then you're like, double dime. I was like, what? Double dime!
So yeah, we saw double dime in the club, and then they played All Star, and I was and I can't remember. But I just remember looking up at the sky and yelling.
What? We were inside.
Inside. You know where the sky is.
Okay.
Which direction was he looking up when he said, looked up at
looking
the sky?
north.
Yeah. I was looking up, and I was like yelling like, double dime!
Double
or something.
dime!
And like no one could hear me because
No.
it's so loud. But it's like All Star was playing. We saw the Shrek dime shirt. Double dime. That's so funny. That
And he didn't like react to it at all. We were like, he's gonna be hyped because he's wearing the Shrek shirt, the like most iconic Shrek song. No, he
He probably forgot he was wearing. He probably didn't even know he was wearing it. I can't remember what I was wearing. I just remember what they were wearing.
I don't know what I was wearing. That's true. Actually, I have no idea. I was wearing a yellow shirt, and I got ink like all over it because my stamp kept like rubbing into it. I hope it comes out in the wash. I haven't washed it yet.
Yeah.
Should be chill.
That's awesome. Anyway, it was a good time.
It was a good time. Yep.
And then at the end, the girl came up to me, and do you remember the wits thing I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the girls from that, and then I told the story like actually 2 years ago. It was about me fumbling the bag or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Where like a week after we finished filming the wits thing, she texted me on like my fucking like BlackBerry that my dad got at 7-Eleven. That's not a joke. It was literally from 7-Eleven, and she texted me saying like, "Hey, we're at the university if you want to like come hang out," or like, "I'm at the university if you want to come hang out." And I was with friends, and I was just like, "What?
Why would I?
What is she talking about?" Like, we weren't even. She was like all shy and stuff. We never really talked. Like, she would probably be the person I talked to the least. Why? What's wrong with her? Like that's actually what I was thinking. I was like, what?
That's actually so funny because I did like the exact same thing. Like back in middle school or elementary school, whatever that you filmed that.
Yeah, I was like
I was
12.
like the same way. Like I was just looking through my signatures that I got in my yearbook, and like multiple girls who I'd like barely or never talked to like gave me their number, and they were like text me, let's hang out more. I texted 0 people who left their number in my yearbook, like whatsoever. Like I remember seeing that and be like, why would I like text you?
Exactly. That's exactly when you're 12 years old. It's just like what?
Yeah, it just
we're
makes
not
sense.
friends.
And now
Like,
looking back, I'm like, fuck. I mean, I hope maybe their numbers are still valid. I can hit them up, but
it's like, why would I text? We're not friends, so I texted her like, I think I literally said something along the lines of like, why? Like I literally just like, why?
Like why would I?
Yeah, why would I? She's like,
Bitch.
oh well, you just want to hang out, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, nah, I'm with friends right now. Like, sorry.
Nah, I'm good.
But I literally was just thinking, like, what?
Yeah.
What is happening? I was so confused. And then actually, probably 4 years later, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I get it now.
So anyway, it was that girl, and then she came up to me, we were talking or whatever, and then it literally happened again. And except it didn't take me 4 years this time to realize. It only took me 4 minutes. She was like, "Hey, are you going back inside?" And I was like, "No."
Nope, I'm heading out.
Like, no, I'm heading out. And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then I'm like, "Boys!"
You took like 10 steps away, then we're like, actually, boys, we're going back.
Yeah, so anyway,
without her.
I'm like, "Boys," and we all start walking away. And then we're a block away, and I'm like, "Oh, god damn it happened again!" Like, I'm so stupid. And then I'm just like, "Boys, one more banger." Like, one more banger of a song.
Yeah.
And then everyone looks between each other. Yeah! And we all, like, run back in. And then I yelled to her, like, as we run out, like, "Hey, we're going back in again." So we danced or whatever. But I did bring... And we hung out at college on, like, Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
It actually leads into another story. So... on the weekend, I had to buy textbooks, but they were out of the textbook I needed, so I went online, and I tried... What? Is this a secret
area that the cutscene drops you off in?
And I needed to buy textbooks, so I tried to do it online, and then my credit card my credit card company didn't like the purchase.
Right. They're
Which
like,
is
hang
like-
on, he's
yeah.
not trying to watch football.
Yeah,
Sorry, baseball.
yeah.
What is this
Yeah.
that he's trying to buy?
Yeah, so, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's gonna get declined again. And I'm gonna have to go into the bank, or I won't have to go into the bank this time, but I'll have to call the company, "Hey, that was the college student who's been buying textbooks all week. That was actually me buying the textbook online." I know, that's crazy, but yeah, it was actually me. The $40 textbook you're not letting me buy. Anyway, so I think that my credit card is paused, because that's what it was like last time. I've told the story already, but
Yeah.
I am in the campus, and I'm like, oh, I should probably check. And I know that the vending machines have credit card things now.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, I'll buy a $3, what's a coffee crisp or Arrow or something,
Sure.
$3. I'll buy one and see if it works or not.
Total ripoff. $3 for a coffee crisp?
See, that's a good point. You bring that up. I go to the machine, okay, coffee crisp, type in the number, value 50 cents. And I'm like, what? So I like type a few more things. Everything in the vending machine is 50 cents. From the chips to like the nuts that probably are actually 50 cents
Damn.
to the chocolate bars, like full chocolate bars, 50 cents. And I just started thinking like, wait, what's going on? Like, is this a glitch? Like,
Yeah,
is it
somebody,
actually
like,
$2.50?
reset all the values
Or
somehow.
is this like the minimum value and they didn't set it up yet? So I sit down and I start texting friends like, yo, I think yeah, this could be huge. I'm about to make some mogul moves right here. So
you guys remember Dumb Guys from high school? That's gonna be me.
So I buy like 2 chocolate bars or whatever, and I'm thinking like, man, I've got like $10 worth of change in my wallet because from when I used to take the bus.
Right.
I would have change in my wallet just in case. Now I've got the card from university, so I don't need that change anymore. I got $10 worth of change. I could literally buy like $70 worth of candy right here, wipe out the machine, and just get all this free candy. So I started doing that. I finally like work up the courage, just like, yep, I'm gonna look like a fat ass, but whatever. So I'm just putting money in, and like I'm not picking it up. It's just like falling down, like it's like filling up. It's slowly filling up, and then as I am like, all right, awesome. There's like 20 chocolate bars, candy, all in the bottom. I start like awkwardly trying to like pull it out, but it's hard.
Yeah, the door's like partially
You have to hold
locked.
the door open. You have to open the thing, and then a whole class comes out of the classroom next to the vending machine, and the girl's in it. And I'm like, I started laughing because I'm like, you're kidding me. Like this can't be real. Of course. So my arms are filled with candy. I'm dropping it. There's still more in the vending machine, but I'm like, that's mine. Don't take it. And people are coming out of the class and visibly like laughing at me. Like they have the biggest smiles on their faces, and they were laughing at me kind of like a chill way, almost laughing with me.
Yeah, they're not like making fun of you. They're like, that's kind of fucking funny.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Because I was laughing too, because I immediately saw how funny it was, and the girl was there. She's like, "What do you like?" I had been texting her like as well as some other friends about the vending machine because obviously I knew she was on campus.
Right.
So she like came out and was like, "Oh, it's really happening."
Did you give her one?
No.
Damn.
I didn't think about that. God damn it.
She probably like went to pick one up off the ground. You're like, hey, don't touch that.
Slap her.
Yeah, bitch. Oh shit, I messed up again. Damn.
I'll realize in 4 minutes. So anyway, I filled my bag up, and then I was joking with her like, I'm gonna be like in class. Like during the chemistry lab, there would be like no food, and I'm gonna like lift my bag the wrong way. It's just gonna split, and like 40 chocolate bars are gonna spill out, and I'm gonna be like blushing, like oh I'm so sorry. I'm like, running around. People are like throwing candy bars between each other. I could not believe it. I could not believe my luck. It was so funny. It sounds fake, just me telling that, but like the moment it started happening, I just started laughing because I'm like, this
Of course,
can't be real.
Everybody's seeing me doing.
So I'll put a picture in. It'll have also been the thumbnail probably. I took a picture of the haul, and that was when I got home after I'd eaten like a good amount, and I've been eating it all week. I've had like 3 chocolate bars a day, and I did the math. And I ended up saving like $30-something worth of money on chocolate. And they restocked it and reset all the things on Friday, and it probably helped that the vending machine was like drained after.
What? I pressed every button.
It's A.
Hey, I definitely pressed that one.
Anyway, the vending machine got redone, and now all the chocolate bars are $3.
Damn.
And, but I got my money's worth for sure. I think by the time I was done with it, there was like 3 Aero bars left, and I had taken like 10 coffee crisps, and yeah. Anyway,
Damn. And you didn't bring me one?
No, I ate it all. I got high last night and ate the final 3. They tasted so good.
I imagine.
I was like, I remembered that I had them. I was like, oh shit,
That's gonna be so good.
it was. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you in the next one. And RIP.
And as soon as we actually do any combat, like it's just been all cutscenes and walking like 10 steps.
You could have skipped the cutscene.
But you get mad at me when I skip the cutscenes. You're like, why did you skip the
the
cutscene?
good ones? Like,
How am I supposed to know?
I'm okay,